back to The Groomsman. I'll be your host, Jonathan. Today I'm using Fleur De France by Seaforth. This is kind of like a French barbershop scent, but without all the powder notes, per the description on Seaforth. It's got geranium, citron, rosemary, coumarin, oak moss, and white musk. I do like that they put the scent notes right there on front. It's a little thing, but I like it. The base on this one is a little bit different than the other soaps. They made a base special for the Fleur de France release. It's a little bit firmer than the other ones. It's pretty firm compared to most of the Seaforth, compared to the Highland base, which is the current one. But it's so fantastic. It smells great. It's got a bit of a yellow texture, I think, or yellow color from the scent. So good. It's like a barbershop without the powders. It's very aromatic. The rosemary and the coumarin kind of hit right up front, and then the oak moss and the white musk are very present in that base note scent. I don't get a lot of the florals, the geranium and the citron. I don't get a lot of that. Mostly it's the aromatics and the white musk that I sent in there, and the oak moss. And that holds true for the lather too. Sometimes you get a little bit of a different scent when you lather it up when it's warm. But I still don't get much of the florals, which is fine with me. I love the way this stuff smells. It's fantastic. That white musk is fantastic in this one. Super thick lather, very creamy. I think I still have soap in the bottom of my bowl. I couldn't get it all up. I don't know if you can quite see that. Like, press it down there in the bottom, because I think this is a bit harder. It doesn't want to, and this brush is a bit softer. This is a Paladin brush. The tips on this are pretty soft. When I first got it, I didn't like it because of that. It was different for me from what I had used previous, which was not a whole lot. I had won this one in a raffle, and the tips they're kind of gelled, and that really overly soft kind of tip on a badger knot was new to me, and took a little getting used to. Man, look at that lather. I do like the Paladin. They make some cool brushes. I thought about buying some other ones, but I haven't gotten around to it. This is like a Halloween dark holler special edition that they made. I think it was in 2021. I looked it all up once. It's got like the Paladin logo with some little bats. Cool brush. For the razor today, I'm using one I've only used once before, and it's been a little bit. It's the Henckles. The Henckles travel razor. In the picture I showed you, it's got like a little travel razor handle. I'm going to use it with this Wolfman handle. It's a bit longer. The travel handle is cool. It comes in 2 pieces. I just don't want to use it I don't have any reason to use that short of a handle. But it fits right here on this standard kind of a DE, the oh my goodness, I'm stuttering today. Stuttering Stanley. J.A. Henckles, made out of Germany, often called Twin Works. Came with this cool little leather travel case, and still got one of the original J.A. Henckles blades, which is pretty cool. I'll never use that one, but it's cool to have it in there. Got this neat little leather tab that goes underneath the bottom of the base plate when you're putting it in there, and it keeps it firm underneath the little leather loop, which I think is a nice little touch. It keeps it from like rubbing too. It's a neat little travel case. I'd never seen a J.A. Henckles DE razor before. They were primarily known for their straights, which I do have a J.A. Henckles. It's kind of hard to read the writing on that. J.A. Henckles Twin Works. It's got the... Oh, I had it upside down. My bad. I apologize. It's got the little Twin Works logo there. And yeah, just a standard straight razor. They made a lot of straights. This one's got a little barber notch to it. But they didn't make a lot of DE stuff. It was mostly the straights. I did do some research after I found this one, just on eBay, and I got a good deal on it too. There was another full-size razor, like a full-size razor handle, but the head style was different. So I can't speak to how that one shades versus this one. This one I think is a pretty cool looking handle. Or a good, cool looking head. Anyways, I got it loaded up with a fresh Gillette black. 7 o'clock black. There you go. That's what I was thinking. 7 o'clock black. Super platinum. Couple days growth. It's got a little bit of blade feel, but not too much. It is so far shaping up exactly like I remembered, which is quite efficient, but smooth. I don't know why they didn't make more of the DEs, or maybe they did more for a while, and I don't see these on eBay or anywhere very often, or Shave of the Days, these J.A. Henckles. There's not, I don't think there was a lot of them, but seems like they dipped their toe in the market and then decided they were just going to stick with the straights and knives. This company still exists today, Henckles. They do, I don't think they make straight razors anymore. I could be wrong. I know they make kitchen knives, cutlery. Efficient but smooth. It definitely has some blade feel. Any more and I'd probably find it uncomfortable. It's pretty loud too. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's pretty loud. My wife hates that scrapey sound when I'm shaving. I'm using a razor that has a lot of audible feedback. She thinks, I don't know, when she hears it, she assumes it hurts. She's like, oh, it's like nailed on a chalkboard for her or something. I did notice this morning when I was kind of prepping for the shave a little bit, getting everything set out, and I looked up I went to look up the product listing page for Seaforth. And they don't have it on Seaforth's site anymore. There's some of the other, like TRC and whatnot, have the Fleur De France soap and whatnot still available, the splashes and stuff. But for whatever reason, it was not on their website. I think it was still in their, they have like a little sample pack of like 5, like for the EDTs, so you can sample the scents. I think it's still included in that, at least it was in the picture. But they didn't have the soaps or splashes or anything for Fleur De France listed. I don't know why that was. Interesting. Happens to be my favorite of the Seaforth scents. I haven't tried Sea Spice Lime yet. Or there's like 2 variants. Like one's a mentholated one and one's not. Sea Spice Lime, I think, is the regular one, Sea Spice, and then the other one, the mentholated one, is Sea Ice. Something like that. Lime scent sounds good, and I you know, kind of had a desire to try it for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. Usually when those ones hit the buy sell trade page, they go pretty quick. Cross the grain. Even smoother on this pass, it feels like. Friday here, my working Friday. I do a 980 schedule, so I got every other Friday off, but today's not working Friday. So a short day, theoretically speaking. Should only do 8 hours today instead of 9. Looking forward to the weekend. I think I'm going to take the kids out fishing again. Everyone wants to turn on the kayak all of a sudden, and I think I might have to buy a bigger boat. The kayak, when I first got it, I was all on my own. And it fit the bill for what I wanted. It was easy to throw in the back of the truck and take wherever I wanted. Fit me if I wanted to take someone with me. Had enough space for 2. But now that my youngest are growing up and getting into wanting to go fishing, they like the boat. I suggested that we could all go down to the river and go shore fishing, go catch some catfish on the river. I mean, they did not like that idea at all. Just wanted to go on the boat, Dad. Which I can get. It is definitely fun. I don't know if any of you other guys kayak out there. I have a New Canoe Frontier 12-foot kayak I can sit on top. A lot of fun. I've had this boat, or this kayak, for 9 years. It's been a while. I've been up here for a while, and I got it down in New Mexico. Still going strong. And I'm definitely not nice to it. I got her, one of the handles broke off. It's like the front handle to kind of like pull it and stuff, and I'm like loading it on the truck or dragging it along the beach or the dock or whatever. Not quite as comfortable against the grain. I can tell it's efficient. Like, definitely efficient. It's just not quite as smooth. It's a chrome plated head. I think it's I'm assuming it's zinc with the chrome plated head. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can see. There's like these little kind of flea bites on the top cap and like the plating. I think it's pretty common with chrome plating when it gets old. Still intact, and it feels smooth on the face. Like, you can't feel that shaven. A little sensitive on my neck. Nice that this has got a little bit of forward positive exposure there. Yeah, it's not. I don't know why. It's really smooth with the grain. It was even smoother against or across the grain. But against the grain, not so much. It's just, I don't know if tuggy's the right word. like I said, just a little sensitive on the neck now, because I think from the positive blade feel, but it's very efficient, like super smooth cheeks. On the neck, there's a couple spots that might want to touch up, but it's getting to that point where I might overshave, get that positive blade exposure. I realized I got pretty quiet there the last bit there. I was trying not to overshave or press too hard or anything, but it's a fun razor to use. It's definitely nice. It works really well. Like I said, the cheeks are super smooth. Oh, there's one little spot right there. I hate when that happens. Alright, that was it. No more touching the razor. Super smooth cheeks. Great neck. It's a good razor. Like I said, it's got some blade feel on it. I think Adam would probably like it. He likes more blade feel than I do. Very efficient. Fun shave. I'm going to do a warm water splash, get the soap off my skin, and then a nice cold water splash to seal everything up. And then I'll be back for splash and final thoughts. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for sticking with me. That was a really excellent shave. Like I said, my cheeks are really smooth. My neck is really smooth. I mean, great shave. Really great shave. Great razor. I think it's a really cool find I got out there. Check it out. I mean, if you can find one out there, they're not super common. The J.A. Henckles. Like I said, this was the travel version, and I know there's a full-size razor version with the case and everything, and the head design was different, but they're cool. So, matching splash here, alcohol-based aftershave splash. I think this is their first alcoholic aftershave splash. Prior to this, with Seaforth Spiced and lime and heather, they only used witch hazel-based splashes. Definitely got some feedback. A lot more alcohol in this one than some of the splashes I use. I think A&E doesn't have as much alcohol as this. But that burn already went away. It smells so good. I think the reason they did the alcohol splash was because people were asking for it. I like alcohol-based aftershaves. But I think he also said something about the scent didn't hold well with the witch hazel based splash. Like it wasn't something about that in the scent. It wasn't working well for him, and so they decided to go with an alcohol based splash to hold the scent a little better. And then since that point, they've been releasing alcohol based options. So you have like usually the witch hazel, the toner, and the alcoholic aftershave splash options for like Black Watch and what's the other one? Roman Spice. All the newer ones are coming out. Three Scots. They all had alcoholic or alcohol based splash options out there. That was a shave. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Hit me up. Let me know if you have a request for a shave coming up. A razor, a blade, a soap. A brush, something. If I can, support it, then I'll get it done. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you here next time.